Hello and thank you for joining us here at The Real Review, a movie review show where we save you, the viewer, the time and money spent on a disappointing cinema experience. I'm Baker.
The Geek.
And this is Samson. And we've got the Rooster over here on the boards.
Rooster, what's going on, buddy? How are you doing?
Have a good night. Recording some stuff.
Yeah? Stuff? Really?
Stuff.
Do you have an
It's called merchandise.
Do you have an interesting story for us? Look how you always do. You don't have one? Why are you thinking too hard, man? What's wrong with you?
I'm trying to think of a good story.
You look like you're hurting yourself.
Yeah. Apple Martini. I just want to let everybody know that Baker is drinking apple martinis that he made himself.
Hey, they're called apple teenies. Apple teenies.
He's drinking an apple teeny, by the way.
It's terrible, isn't it?
It tastes wonderful.
There's no way he hangs out with us. No way.
Yes, there
No,
is.
he doesn't hang out with us.
He does. Please.
Please. Please invite me.
So, folks, we got a little session coming up here, something a little different, something we like to call the guilty pleasure. This is a movie that I'm pretty sure you would be slightly embarrassed to tell your friends you enjoy.
It's so funny.
But we're going to tell you how much we love it. Samson, why don't you go ahead and give us your guilty pleasure of the week, buddy?
Runaway.
Runaway.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Runaway with Tom Selleck.
Oh my gosh.
Directed and written by Michael Crichton.
Was that like
I told you I was going to throw it out there. And
No way.
Yeah.
Michael Crichton, he directed anything?
Was that like 1987? What are you talking about?
In 1984, man.
Oh, very close. Very close.
You know, one of the best part of it? It had Gene Simmons in it. From Kiss. From Kiss.
Was his hot wife in that movie?
Oh, no. No. Yeah,
The B movie actress? Whatever her name is. Yeah.
Shannon
something?
Yeah, she was...
Large something. Moving on with life. Okay. Go ahead with your movie. I'm sorry.
I can't believe that
I threw it out there. You were so shocked.
Yes! First things first, you brought up Michael Crichton as a guilty pleasure. I almost hate you for that. Michael Crichton, it creates magic.
Let me tell you, any movie that they put like rock stars in and think that movie's going to be great, you're out of your mind.
Boy,
Labyrinth.
Yeah. Whoa! Don't you ever bring Labyrinth here again? Labyrinth was a fantastic movie.
Gene Simmons was in this. The movie was so terrible.
You can talk about
I
that.
watch it, and every time it comes on, I watch it, and that's what a guilty pleasure is. The segment is so hilarious because we're reviewing movies that we don't really recommend to other people, but we love ourselves.
Yeah, it's an excuse, folks, for us to talk about movies that we think are great.
Right.
But no, you really.
It's a guilty
should not
pleasure,
go see
like
this.
most of the people that the Rooster sleeps with. A guilty pleasure.
It's a lot of pleasure. That's all I would say.
He doesn't feel one bit guilty about it.
Not guilty at all.
You know what the funny part? Look, Kirstie Alley was in this before she even went to Cheers. She
Are
was
you
in this
serious?
movie before she went to Cheers.
So she wasn't fat, is what you're trying to say.
Wow.
Weight Watchers.
Kirstie Alley was hot back in the day. I don't
she
care.
was hot in the 80s.
Oh,
but
man.
She sure as
And
hell
Look
wasn't
Who's
hot
Talking?
She wasn't hot. Look Who's Talking?
Yeah, I'm going to say that. Look
That's
Who's
your
Talking.
reference?
I thought she was hot.
She was hot in the 80s. She wasn't hot in the 90s.
She was... Oh, wait,
She
no.
was hungry in the 90s. She was hot in the 80s.
I'm sorry. You're right, because Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, was in the 80s. And she was hot
Well,
in that, too.
it could have been the Wrath of the Buffet line because she got large and in charge in the 90s.
No. She was in Wrath of Khan, Star Trek II, still with William Shatner. She was a Vulcan.
Was she a hot Vulcan?
And how?
It was the wrath of her hunger.
Wow.
She got...
All right, we're going to
Enormous.
step away because I'm sure she's a little,
She's not little at it either.
Oh, man.
I've
Maybe
never
a
seen
little
that.
sensitive.
I could go all night long.
You're terrible. You should just sit down. Take a break here.
What's terrible
Somebody's
is her
gonna
waistline.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah, I'm going to bring that little clip in as often as possible.
I did. We're talking about Runaway.
Okay, so talk about Runaway.
Oh, you just got called out by the rooster.
Well, how much do you want to talk about? The movie kind of sucked, but
there was a robot. That was
yeah,
awesome.
There's robots, and there's Gene Simmons kiss people in there, and
I've never seen it, so I want to know about the movie.
well, I mean Tom Selleck back in it was in it was Miami. No, he was what was he? It wasn't Miami Vice. It was,
No.
Tom Selleck.
The Bandit? What
No.
Bandit.
The Bandit?
That was definitely Burt
Magnum
Reynolds.
P.I. Oh my god.
Magnum P.I.
I lost
Thank you.
my
No, that was
mind.
Burt Reynolds who was the bandit, but Magnum P.I. was Tom
Classic
Selleck.
gun
He
the
drove a
Bandit.
Ferrari, though, in Magnum P.I.,
Yes,
didn't
he did. Right.
He was the man.
I mean, in the near future, a police officer specializes in malfunctioning robots. When a robot turns out to have been programmed to kill, I mean, you want to listen to any more? It's a joke.
what movie is
It's
this again?
Isaac Asimov's entire story of AI.
Right.
That's what it is.
Right. I mean, it's a joke, actually. The movie's a joke. But if you're hammered enough and it comes on, watch it.
What's
I
it
didn't
called
care.
again?
It's called
Runaway. All right,
I saw it when I was a kid. That's why I'm looking back. I saw it when I was a kid.
And it was cool then.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I thought it was.
Probably.
Gene Simmons is in it, man. Gene Simmons.
He was in Kiss.
The
Yeah.
tongue guy from Kiss. It's a
Did he have his
joke.
makeup on in the movie?
No, he was a bad guy. He was Luthor.
He should have had the makeup on, yes.
He's an ugly fellow.
No, he definitely is, dude. It's the whole movie is almost terrible.
Okay.
It's like, how do you recommend a crappy movie?
Are you ready for this? Here's my guilty pleasure, and I'm actually going to give you the tagline, see if you can guess it. Are you ready? Beyond the horizon lies the secret to a new beginning.
Sounds like a crappy movie. What is it?
Some fantasy bullshit I would never listen to ever.
I'll give you another hint, okay? Are you ready for this? Probably one of the biggest box office flops in the history of movies because it spent way more money to make.
Judge Dredd.
No.
Thailand is not just our destination, but it is our destiny! It doesn't exist!
How can you be sure?
Because I sailed farther than most have dreamed. I've never seen it.
Oh.
Oh, I like that movie.
No.
Yes, because that
Yes.
movie is
Hey.
awesome.
It's a great movie.
I like that movie. It's not a great movie, but I like the
I
movie.
love that movie. I could watch every single time
I
I
know.
find that
You know
on
what?
television.
That's
I will record it.
That's almost the greatest guilty pleasure. Because that is one of the biggest box office flops in cinema history.
Yeah, because it cost like $800 million to make and made about 3,000
Yeah.
back.
But it was a good one. I love that movie.
Kevin Reynolds. It
I
was
can't lie. I love that
It
movie.
was the same guy who did a Robin Hood and made Robin Hood a huge success.
Oh, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, he did it. That's why...
With
That's
Kevin
one of my
Costner.
top five
that's-
movies
that's
of all
why-
time.
That's why Costner did Waterworld. But I mean, any movie that you make in a tank with all that kind of water is so expensive.
Yeah.
So they did Waterworld before they did Titanic, which Titanic like doubled what they were going to do, and they thought James Cameron was a freaking nut for doing it. Of course, it went on to make billions, and that doesn't happen all the time. You know?
And now James Cameron goes down as the richest director in the history of movie making ever because he waits 10 years to make
no
a
way
movie.
did he do the original Red Dawn. I don't even believe it.
No way. Go back.
All I know is Avatar sucks.
No. Kevin Reynolds wrote the original Red Dawn.
Oh
in
my gosh.
1984.
But no,
What are
Waterworld
the
was
chances of that?
great. First things first,
It
they
wasn't. It sucked, and it was
got...
weird.
No way. They got weird / attractive chick who's in it. And then all of a sudden, you've got Side Pony from Napoleon Dynamite showing up, and she's all tiny. She's like, I have a tattoo on my back. Please look at my back so we can get across to the world.
That is the Napoleon Dynamite chick.
Yeah, that's Side Pony from Napoleon
my
Dynamite.
God. That's that.
You literally never noticed this?
No, of course not.
Oh
Most
my
people
gosh.
don't.
Also,
That definitely is. That is
oh,
her.
absolutely. And then go back
Side
and
Pony.
think
That's
how
crazy.
awesome it is that Kevin Costner never had a name in the whole movie. He was just known as the Mariner.
The Gills guy.
That was his name in the movie.
He was the Mariner. He never had a name. He was like, oh, I don't need a name. I can swim in the water. Blah. And he would like dive in. And that was his thing.
That would have been my guilty pleasure. Damn it. I hate you.
Hey, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to ruin everyone else's life.
Actually, that's one of the very few that I could agree with because when that comes on, I watch it.
Oh, man. I've got like 3
sucks.
recordings of it on my DVD.
It
It
sucks.
doesn't suck, though.
No, it does suck.
It's a great movie.
And Dennis Hopper is like the most just terrible villain. It's
He's
so
jobbing in that movie. He is collecting a paycheck.
He is.
He's like,
how can I be vulgar and ridiculous? You know?
well, I'm going to go ahead and burn this old man alive. All right, let's go take this little girl and take off her back so we can see how to get across the world. Like, that's his whole character.
It's so terrible. I got my eye blown up, so I'm really angry because I have my eye blown up. His acting is just...
I'm going to give away cigarettes. Here you go. Take some cigarettes.
It is so bad. It really is. It's hideous, actually.
Every time you say something bad about that movie, it just makes it even better in my mind. Yeah.
That's almost one of the best guilty pleasures ever.
Really
is.
That's why I saved
you
it.
must trump
It
my
is.
guilty pleasure. What was mine? Does it even matter?
Yours was Runaway.
Yeah, I already forgot.
With
what
Tom
it is, by
Selleck, the
way.
master of the
I would like to
mustache,
run away
Tom
from.
Selleck.
I would like to run away from this mic right now. Mine's so terrible.
Well, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to ruin every day.
That's a fantastic. If you could actually have a great terrible movie, that's it right there.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Did they make money in the DVDs or anything like that?
They still have not made any money on that movie.
No?
No, they did nationwide. Of course, because they always
Yeah?
do nationwide. But I mean, it was a colossal flop.
But it was
Domestically,
I liked
it's a
it for
colossal
sure. I watch it. I'll watch it with you, Baker.
It ruined. His
I think we should.
This is one of the
ruined
only movies.
It ruined Costner's career. Actually, have you seen him
Come
do
on,
anything
really?
substantial?
Yes.
What?
Open Range.
It's terrible.
What movie?
What? Did you actually watch that movie?
Yes, it made
That
no
movie
money.
was fantastic. Open Range is like one of the first. That was the first movie to get me back into westerns.
Oh,
I
you're
hated
out-
westerns
you were
for
out of your
years.
Mind. You were crazy.
No, just the walk up, the scene is like, "Hey, I killed the little fella. I'd do it again." And he just walks up. There's no preamble, nothing. He just walks up, boom, puts a bullet in him, and then the gunfight starts. There's no talking. There's no standoff. It's just boom, goes right into it. That movie was awesome.
It's not an awesome movie.
I hate you, and I hope you
It's
trip and
not
fall down a
awesome.
flight of stairs.
Nobody would think that's an awesome movie.
You know what? I think Kevin Costner thinks it is. Robert Duvall.
Yeah, well, Kevin Costner does not have an illustrious career.
Now you get out.
Huh?
Just get out.
Kevin Costner's a badass. Don't you? Mess
Thank
with
you.
him.
Thank you.
Oh,
Back
fine.
me
Yeah.
up.
What are you talking about? Name
It's
something
Robin
great.
Hood. Robin Hood.
Yes, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Back in 1991?
Hey,
Great.
you just said think of something.
Yes.
You didn't say bring up
Back in
something within the last 2
1991? Are you
years.
crazy?
Derba-derba.
Shaped my life.
Yes,
Movie.
one of my top 5 by far, easily.
You top 5 what?
Top 5 movies of all time.
All time.
is Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Yes.
Easy,
Done.
easy.
Top 5?
Yes.
Give me the other 4.
Oh,
I want to see. I want to hear
No.
the other. No, from
Okay.
you. From you.
No.
You
oh,
first.
from the Rooster
Yeah, the other 4. And if Debbie's in it, I don't want to hear the rest.
or Dallas. But hey,
I
no,
don't wanna
I'm
hear
on. I'm
Debbie,
on your
I don't want to
side.
hear Dallas.
I am on your side, Rooster. Let's do this. All right, Rooster, you seem to be caught up in the moment.
My mic is not working.
No.
I got a 5 for you. If you want to challenge me.
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. in
That was
your
a great
top
movie.
5. I'm not saying it wasn't.
In my childhood, I loved that movie
Yes.
so
top,
much.
Top
Yes.
5?
Yeah.
Are you
Yes.
out of your mind?
Why not?
You guys are crazy, dude. You guys are out of your
Without
mind.
Absolutely
without
not.
thinking about it, yes.
I'm thinking about it. I think
about
about
it
this
a little bit.
often. This is not the first time I've said it.
No, I don't think about movies at all.
All right, Banker. Let's go.
So
Top five.
in
Type
closing,
5. Not
Top
in
five?
closing.
We're top five.
Okay,
this
top
segment.
five.
You guys are talking some crap, so back it up. Give me your top 5.
All right, top
I
five.
asked you for your top 5. You couldn't say
I'm way
Jack.
off.
You want to top 5 this? Do I go in order or just here's my 5?
Just give it.
All right,
top
here's
five.
my 5. I'm going to give you my number 1 of all time, period. And then from there on out, it's out of order. Number 1 of all time is The Godfather 1, period. Decimal point, whatever you want to say.
All right. Well, I mean that's a lot of people.
And I understand.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
Also in my top 5, I will definitely put Jurassic Park, the first one. I think it capitalized on a really excellent amalgamation of CGI and animatronics. I thought it looked fantastic. The movie to this day, if it's on television, I'll still put it on. I own the whole series on DVD. I
Sure.
love it. Jurassic Park.
All right.
I will put Prince of Thieves in there. Not only because Bryan Adams sang the main song, not only because of that.
You've got to be kidding me.
No, there is no kidding here. But that goes in there as
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
yes, it's
you
in
just
there.
put in the same category as Godfather.
No. Godfather's number 1. Everything else is after that.
No, you can't change it up. Top 5 is top
Just
5.
keep going with your 5s. Just saying.
Okay.
Let him finish his
Robin
5.
Hood,
Okay.
wow.
You asked, so let him finish.
All right.
Robin Hood.
Now everyone's gonna hate me for this one, especially anybody who's a man.
I didn't like you for the last one. So-
But I am definitely going to put Pretty Woman in there. That is in my top 5.
oh my God!
Yes.
Baker, I was loving you.
That guy can't even be on this show. You have to take him off this show. What the?
I mean, I have to think
God.
about top 5, but Robin Hood might be in there, and he just jacked up a Pretty Woman.
What?
And also Alien Part 1. Done.
Great
Yeah.
movies, but Pretty Woman? I mean,
I love that movie.
it's a chick flick. You just
I don't even
Wow.
care. I don't care if it's a chick
Wow.
flick,
if we get chicks on
a
the
guy
show,
flick, whatever. It was great. It captured my heart.
I don't think he should be allowed to talk
No,
anymore.
I know.
I'm out.
Hey, but Samson, you liked Robin Hood though. You liked it. It's a great movie. Maybe not your top 5.
Yeah, I liked it. I'm not gonna.
Top 10, maybe?
I get-
Top 10?
No, of course not.
Top 116.
Maybe top 50.
Whoa.
it's not-
Come on. Really?
That is cold-hearted.
Robin Hood.
Yeah, it was
Come
good.
on, are
It
you
was
out of your
very
mind?
good.
Alan Rickman was in this movie.
I don't know what he's talking about
Hello.
with
This is Alan Rickman.
what's that
Hello,
Pretty Woman movie?
this
Is
is
Alan
Alan
Rickman.
Rickman. I don't know if you know this.
I'm not talking about Pretty Woman,
in
but
the movie.
name Samson. Maybe you should name your top
How
5.
dare you?
Yes.
I'll cut.
Give us
I'll
your
cut
top
off,
5, Mr.
Baker's
Man.
mic. I'll cut his mic off. It'd be great.
I'm getting cut off.
I don't know if I could go my top 5 on the spot.
Well, that's what you made us do.
You
So
totally
go
did
right
it.
ahead.
Okay. Well, then what did you name? Because I didn't hear what you named.
You
What
named
was
all
that?
the movies I did.
I liked what he said, except for Pretty Woman was not a top 5.
No way. Did you? You're just agreeing with his top 4? What were they?
I
Actually?
forgot already.
Oh, come on. No, don't look at him.
I like how you
What is
called
it?
me out to
Hold on. What's his top
to go
4 then?
away from your top
What's
5.
his top 4 then?
No,
Just the
you're
Smarty
the one
Pants?
that called it out
Whoa,
to the
don't-
crowd of
Hey,
top 5.
Don't call me
But
out.
you can't call it your top 5
You said
because
you-
I can't repeat a top 5 of somebody else.
But you
right?
agreed that his top 5 was your top 5?
No, I didn't say that. I just asked what your top 5 was. Because
Didn't
you're
you agree
a
that his top 5 was
co-host
going to be your
in
top
the
5?
movie review.
Sorry, I don't have a microphone anymore.
No, I turned it back up. It's fine.
So I was just screaming across the room for no reason.
Put your headphones back on.
They're on.
If you don't want to give it, just say, I don't want to give it.
What?
Your top 5. 'Cause
We
you
can
already-
leave that as an excellent drawing point for another guilty pleasure.
a top 5.
Samson's
night?
top 5 will be on this night's. I want
Yes.
Samson to remember the night he was called out and couldn't deliver.
Oh.
No, I won't do that unless I have a drink in my hand. Do I have to drink an apple martini?
You have to drink an Appletini if that's what gets you to give us our
Really?
top 5. Drink the Appletini.
I don't want to drink that Appletini.
drink it.
Does that mean that I have to accept the fact that I have a mangina? I don't want to do that.
Folks, thanks a lot for joining us here at The Real Review. Catch us at facebook.com/TheRealReviewTX or find us on Twitter at Samson L. Matador, at Baker the Geek, and at The Rooster BB. Thanks a lot. Catch you later.